Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Genix and Barcode from Proxima Station, the latter edition. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Genix from NCOM Gaming. And in the top right side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Naniwa's Barcode. And by Naniwa, I don't mean this is actually Naniwa. That's just a tag that Naniwa subscribers use. And let's get right into this GM level PvP. Haven't cast one of these in a while. I figured I would do so for those of you who are a fan of this matchup. And let's see how long it takes for this production tab to not mirror itself. Gateway probe. Oh, is this an all-time record? Is this an all-time record? No, it was close. It was close to an all-time record, but no, it's an assimilator next. Second assimilator coming up just right after Genix's. So, I mean, yeah, these players, there is a very, very well-accepted early opening to PvP, and just nobody goes away from it. It's just, apparently it's really good to have two Stalkers out or two Adepts out at about the right time. And if you don't have those things, you just die, I guess. You're way behind. It really hurts you? I don't know. I mean, I like the Probe Scout here from Barcode, so that's excellent. That is an excellent show there. Genix, on the other hand, is not scouting whatsoever, but he should be. I don't know. I'd be suspicious if there was a probe running around inside my main base as a Protoss. Cannon rushing is a real thing, but Barcode is not doing that as there is no Forge on the way. Just, you know, keeping tabs, making sure that his opponent is doing what every other Protoss always does in PvP on the ladder. I guess, you know, Protoss is a little bit underrepresented at this level of StarCraft 2, so maybe he just hasn't played a Protoss in a while. And he's like, is this just making sure this is still the meta of this matchup? I'm going to make sure my opponent is doing what I want them to do, what I expect them to do, so there are no surprises later on down the line. Cybernetics core on the way for both of these players, and now we get to see, is it Stalkers or is it Adepts? Stalkers for Genix. What's Barcode working on here? Barcode is working, whoa! Hey-oh! Barcode, you're my hero. He did not go two Stalkers. He did not go two Adepts. He did not go anything other than Stargate. Yes. Yes, Stargate here. Can Genix get in here? Can he get... I don't think he can get in there. That's a wall. That is very suspicious. Very suspicious. He is getting Warpgate research, Naniwa is. Or Barcode is. It's not Naniwa, it's Barcode. I don't know, it could be Naniwa, I guess. Does he play under his own tag? Entirely possible. Stalker for Genix does take out the probe there. That was scouting around for the first 2 minutes and 40 seconds or so. But Stargate is finished. What do we got? It's got to be an Oracle, right? Got to be an Oracle. It is an Oracle! This Oracle's name is the Prophet Velen. After a vision involving a Zerg being recruited by the Burning Legion, the Prophet Velen decided to take a more active resistance again, making it his renewed mission to end any threat posed by the Legion and any who stand in the way of accomplishing this goal. So Prophet Velen is a character in World of Warcraft. He's also in Hearthstone, which is pretty much the same character base. Is that another... No, that's actually... That is another Stargate? It's another Stargate. Where... Oh, it's a robotics facility. Holy smokes, I'm blind. All right, so robot facility follow-up here for Barcode after this Oracle. So Prophet Velen's going to try to get in and get some damage. Mothership Core for Barcode is here as well, just scouting things out. Genix does have a Stargate now. He's making a Phoenix. Haha, a Phoenix for Genix. Oracle, where are you going, man? Swinging around this left side of the map and then down, probably heading for the natural or not heading anywhere. Actually, oh, Genix's Mothership Core doing some harassment of its own inside Barcode's mineral line. Didn't lose anything, though. That probe loss was down, the scouting one, a couple of minutes ago. Dude, the longer you wait, the harder this is going to be. These are entirely unprotected probes. There's no pylon here for Genix. Barcode, move. Get in there. Where is your attention? Otherwise, he's making more Phoenix. He has another Stargate coming up. Is he sky tossing this? He might straight up be sky tossing this thing, but either way, this Oracle is wasting the opportunity of a lifetime. Oh, no, there's a Stalker there. Now there's a Stalker there. Prophet Velen, did you fall asleep? Are you narcoleptic? Is that what we're seeing here? Ugh. All right, fair enough. More Stargate, like I said, on the way coming in from Barcode. I think both players have all of their assimilators. All right, so Oracle gets in here, does get some kills. 3 kills is wonderful. Holy Phoenix group. Revelation thrown down, and Prophet Velen dies after getting, again, 3 probe kills and a nice scout off, so that's fine, I guess. Man, he had the biggest window. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know where his attention was elsewhere. Just makes no sense at all. So Phoenix group for Barcode getting fairly big. Well, Genix is at 6, actually, and Barcode's is at 4. 41 to 39 Harvesters. Barcode has a lead on his Red Protoss opponent as well. And we're going to see maybe a Skytoss versus Skytoss thing here. They're both patrolling their Phoenix back and forth at essentially the same location between the main base and the natural base here. Whee! That actually looks pretty. Look at that. Whee! Oh no, they messed it up. They messed it up. Oh, another one came in. All right, we gotta fix this one. No, this Phoenix isn't patrolling. He's not part of the group. He feels solo. He's guys, what are you doing? Guys, how come you're all spin? I want to join in, guys. How do I do it, guys? Fleet beacon on the way for both of these players. Is this a carrier versus carrier game with Phoenix support? I would be so happy. I would be so happy if this turned into some kind of crazy carrier versus carrier game. Although they're both spending a lot of money on Phoenix. A lot of gas on Phoenix specifically. All right, we'll see. We'll see what it could just be Tempest. Although Tempest for Tempest's sake, not the greatest unit. I mean, if your opponent has carriers, yes, go Tempest. But if they all also have Tempest, then it's just like Tempest versus Tempest is so boring. All right, so actually, no. Barcode is using his Fleet Beacon to get the Anion Pulse Crystal upgrade, increasing the Phoenix attack range by 2. The same thing that Barcode is doing as well. Rats! I was so excited at the idea of carrier versus carrier here, but we could still get there. The night is young. The night is young. We've got some adept stuff going on in the middle of the map. Each player has a single adept that we're shooting each other for a second there, but whatever. Whatever. Third base timing for Genix is about 6 minutes. Phoenix gets killed, or rather, adept gets killed by the giant group of Phoenix. 12 to 11 for Genix right now. Genix and Phoenix rhyme so much. Adept here at the creation of Barcode's natural, or third base rather, does end up destroying the probe that created it and loses her life in the process. Phoenix say, all right, it's time. It's time. I've lost an adept and a probe in the last couple minutes. Let's move out with my giant cloud of Phoenix. Again, 14 to 13. Genix has more, but both players do have the, an Ion Pulse Crystal upgrade just now finishing for Genix, and there it is, just in time. Wow, just in time. They can hit each other here from a pretty good distance, actually. I'm fairly happy about that. And yeah, Barcode says, you know what? I don't know if I want to really engage in this location. And Genix says, sure you do. Sure you do. Let's do this. Air versus air battle. I don't think I've seen this big of a Phoenix versus Phoenix battle ever. In my casting, Genix is cleaning up right now. It looks very much like it's in his favor, 9 to 5. Genix has this Phoenix count. This is like Muta versus Muta, except a little bit prettier, I would say. And yes, Genix destroys that entire Phoenix flock. He's got 10 to 4. That Barcode has. Barcode has been continuing to produce them back home, but his out there group is completely toast. Nexus done for Barcode. Just now done for Genix. 56 to 54 Harvesters. Resources lost tab. 2,200 for Genix and 3,900. Yes, that's a 3,900 for our Barcode player. Dun, 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 dun. We've got probes transferring down to the third base. We have forges on the way. Additional Stargates coming in. Is this going to just be mass Phoenix upon mass Phoenix upon mass Phoenix? Seems like it's a possibility. It really does. Phoenix coming into the third base of a Barcode and just absolutely destroying every single probe that is here. Trying to do so. That was a lot of dead probes, man. A lot of dead probes. 9 have been lost for Barcode now. Phoenix say, we have air superiority, so why not? Picking up the ones on the minerals here, trying to get the ones on the gas, not really getting it though. Mothership core with photon overcharge, pretty strong. And Genix is backing out, so he did some damage. Not going to overcommit and lose all of his Phoenix there, but Mothership on the way for Genix, upgrading that Mothership core to the Mothership for cloaking purposes. I'd have to assume, and here it is, little morphing in animation here, upgrading animation. Yeah, pylon placement by Barcode is good. Got him in different locations against this very air-heavy player. Just means you can photon overcharge when they try to come in, wherever they try to come in. 59 to 58 Harvesters. Barcode is actually caught back up. Despite the fact that he keeps losing all these probes, he's replacing them. Let's see what that means is he spends resources on replacement probes and not on army units, and that's why the army supply definitely favors Genix right now. What is that? About 4,000 compared to about 3,400. So yeah, Genix just continuing to get that lead. Fourth Nexus on the way up along this left side of the map for Genix, and more Phoenix on the way. The problem again with this, as always, is you can't win the game with Phoenix. They can't kill buildings. They can't kill buildings. I mean, I guess if you destroy every unit your opponent has, right? Kill all their Phoenix as Barcode's getting a mothership of his own. Kill all of their workers, all of their attacking units. then I mean, if they have some cannons, it can't really stop you from doing that. They have a big enough cloud of Phoenix. Then you just walk like a couple zealots in, I guess. Maybe you get it done. Assuming their upgrades are good against those cannons. Stalker actually on the way for Genix here. Both players now starting to get their +1 air attack. This got to be some kind of a build here. Some kind of accepted build. And again, the laser fights. Both players losing a Phoenix in that exchange. It is 24-18 Phoenix. Genix has that lead. He got that lead, and he is really sitting on it here. Not willing to overextend himself. Not willing to get in range of that pylon for Photon Overcharge. But the Mothership is here for Barcode. At the same time, the Mothership shows up for Genix. So we got cloaked Phoenix armies here. This is awesome. All right, this is pretty good. So Mothership Core trying to knock down that pylon with her little lasery thing, just not really worth it is the problem. Genix has a Stalker up here. It is cloaked, and now it is uncloaked as the Mothership ran away. Why are you running away? Where are you going? Where is happening? Another Stargate on the way. And for Genix, Stalker gets murdered. Did he try to blink out of there? Hang on. Did he try to blink out of there? So that happens, that moves away. Our Stalker has Cloak, and then he doesn't have Cloak anymore as the Mothership leaves him out in the cold. And the Phoenix come in and pick him up, and then I think he tries to blink here. No, I think he just died. Never mind. Saw something. Actually, do they even have Blink? I can check that. I can check that. Upgrades tab says no, nobody has Blink. Never mind. Little eyes playing tricks on me situation here. Barcode's 4th base is under assault by this Mothership. Again, not a big deal because the DPS of the Mothership is 7 damage. Like 13, like, is it 40? Is that actually 40 damage per shot? 7 damage, attacks 6. I don't know. Is it more damage than I thought? Is it like 40 damage per shot? It is. It's like 40 damage per shot. It doesn't attack very fast, but it's actually better than I expected it to be. Flying into the cloaked Phoenix of Barcode was Genix there. Bad move. Bad move, son. Here we go. Phoenix versus Phoenix action here. Mothership's pretty much taking the brunt of this. Oh, no, and Genix's Mothership is gone, as is Barcode's, and now we're just locked in eternal combat. Who's going to win this battle? I do not know. We do have +1 done for both of these players, and Neon Pulse Crystal's done as well, which just means nobody has an advantage when you get right down to it. So 4th base for Genix is happily established. He's got cannons up. He's continuing to make Phoenix. I don't know that I've ever cast a game like this, where both players just go massive amounts of Phoenix and try to win the game here. I mean, past the 12-minute mark. All we've seen are Phoenix. We've seen a couple Stalkers, but that's about it. 2 Adepts total in this entire game. This is absolute insanity. All right, what's our Phoenix count look at? Let's check that. 22-24. Barcode's actually taking the lead in the Phoenix count here. This is nuts. APM 350 for Genix, 220 for Barcode throughout this game. This is definitely high-level stuff here. You can't even tell. You can't micro here necessarily in targeting, but you can kind of try to pull back, I guess. What's the strategy? I feel like I just walk right in there and just attack and let the chips fall where they may, but that's why these players are better than I am, I assume. Is that they're more cautious. They're more cautious than I am. I can't even, like, I have to look at the Phoenix count here in the units tab to tell who's winning this thing. It's 9-9, 8-9. Reminds me of Ling versus Ling battles. It's hard to tell. Now it's 8 versus 8, and Genix pulls back a little bit. So that didn't go as well as he expected it to, I assume. +2 air weapons on the way from Genix, and he's taking a 5th base. Yep, that's a 5th base. Here at the gold. Here at the gold next to his own particular home base there, as both players take a bit of a break. I did see Logan last night. I went with my wife, saw Logan. A little bit more violent than she was expecting, I have to assume, but I mean, an R-rated Wolverine movie, like, what are you going to expect? Anyway, best X-Men movie of all time. Holy cow, it was so dang good. I mean, it was the probably like most, I felt like X-Men in the real world. The other X-Men movies that I've seen, and I haven't seen every single one. I haven't seen like the 2 Wolverine ones, especially the one where he's in Japan. Didn't see that. But I just felt like in the real world, not the comic book world, which is a lot of the first 3 X-Men movies were. It just didn't, I don't know. Felt realer. Carrier production has begun for Barcode. All right, this is what we've been waiting for. Carriers on the way for the blue Protoss player here. Genix is just continuing to go the Phoenix. It rhymes with his name. Stick with what works. +2 flyer attack. Just now finishing for Genix as well. And this is going to be a Phoenix carrier group against a straight Phoenix group. So we'll see who comes out on top right now. I just don't know. I don't know what to expect is the thing. Again, I had never, ever really seen a game like this before. So Phoenix just dance. Again, that's all Genix has. He's going to win this game with 25 Phoenix to his name with +2 attack with an Ion Pulse Crystal upgrade. And that's going to be the end of the story. That's going to be all that she wrote. Quadruple pumping carriers now is a Barcode. I have to assume that Genix has the gas to do this. He has more bases than his opponent, although going for his 5th now is the Barcode player at the same gold base on his side of the map. So he's a little bit behind, yet he's affording to go carrier. So Genix has got to be able to afford that. Picking off a lone probe, throwing down a pylon in the middle of nowhere here. I think Barcode wants to keep these carriers a secret, is what he wants to do, as they're not joining the group. They're sitting back here in the main base. They're getting their interceptor count on up, +2 or +3 air weapons on the way for Barcode now, +3 on the way for Genix at the same time, and Graviton Catapult just about to finish as well. And there it is. He's got the Graviton Catapult upgrade. How much do interceptors we kind of bouncing it around recently? 10. So 10 minerals per interceptor here. And again, Phoenix, I just think are really good against interceptors is the deal. Phoenix Group 4 Barcode was down in the bottom side of the map, recalled home as Genix was threatening his 3rd base rather directly here. So we maxed out yet. No one's maxed out yet. How is this possible? Carriers, I guess, take a while to build. And they have lost a lot of stuff. So, all right, 16 minutes in, still. We are looking at, I mean, it's anybody's game at this point. 62 to 56 Harvesters. I think Barcode actually was sacrificing some probes, though. He really, really only needs gas at this point. Well, he's actually doing fairly well on gas. Maybe he needs both. Perhaps he needs both. Again, quadruple pumping carriers should really get you up to about 200 fairly quickly if you are Barcode here. Does he see it? No, he's not getting close enough to see the carriers. And did he see him now? I don't know. Does he change up his strategy here? Does Genix change up what it is? Barcode's about to reveal his strategy, though. He's about to reveal his carriers. He's got 4 just about to pop here. Does a Barcode... All right, he sees them now. He sees the carriers. At least he sees the interceptors, right? At the very least, knocking down the rocks, blocking the way to his 5th base. And now Genix has to be very, very careful, sending in the carriers, picking off interceptors. That's exactly what he needs to do. Barcode is now sitting at, man, carriers take forever to build. 165 to 170 supply. Genix has that lead. And again, he's not even worrying about the carriers. He's just picking off interceptors. As soon as they fly out, the Phoenix with there. Do they have the +3? The +3 attack, just saying goodbye interceptors. That's it. Like, you may take some stuff from us, but 23 interceptors have already died. And that's 230 minerals worth of lost stuff. So resources lost here, about 15,000 lost for Genix and about 15,000 lost for Barcode as well. So just extraordinary patience being displayed by both of these players. I don't know if Barcode can do this thing. It's just every time the interceptors come out, they die so quickly. I mean, they did just take down the mothership with the help of the Phoenix. So now Genix's Phoenix are not protected. Unfortunately, got some cannons set up at the front here. Genix has set up cannons just outside Barcode's 3rd base. We can pull back to a safe location fairly well. Is he going after the mothership? Gets the mothership of Barcode now. And now we are completely out in the open at this point in time. Yeah, I don't see any sign of Genix switching this up. He's got cannons on the ground. He's got Phoenix in the sky. He's going to win this thing with the Phoenix. Interceptor count is sitting at 55? 55 interceptors, and he has lost 113 already. Oh boy, I don't know about this. See, again, you just kite away. You try to kill the interceptors, you try to kill the Phoenix at the same time. The control on display is pretty good here out of Genix. In a straight-up battle, I'm not sure how he would do if he wasn't targeting anything, but he's doing a good job. Just basically setting up, kiting those interceptors, letting them die while not letting the enemy Phoenix get too close to him. He's got 49 Phoenix in the sky versus 16 Phoenix and 12 carriers. So, I mean, that's air superiority, right? At this point, it's air superiority. Barcode trying to take down these cannons. Again, just outside his third. Can't quite pull it off. Cannot quite do it. We've got 5 cannons on the ground. Replacement mothership on the way here from Genix. And I mean, the Phoenix keep dying here. The interceptors keep dying here. You can see their little explosions, little corpses littering the ground. Taking a 6th base is Genix at the bottom side of this map. He kind of has Barcode pinned in here. Barcode can't move out, really. Cannon rushing at this point is Genix just slowly pushing up his cannon advantage to try to hit Barcode's 3rd base. This is awesome. This is fantastic. So a cannon Phoenix strategy in PvP. Never seen this one before. Never seen this before, but it's kind of sort of working. Kind of sort of working here. Patrolling his Phoenix around just for that pretty animation that they do. Barcode moving over to protect his gold base. He's got cannons there, which is nice. Again, the Phoenix do take out a bunch of interceptors and lose some of the Phoenix as well. I mean, Genix has lost 83 Phoenix in this game. He's lost a lot of stuff. He's just been able to take stuff out as well. Yeah, these cannons are going to be a problem for Barcode here in just a second. I mean, that 3rd base doesn't have a lot of resources, but it's not good when you're being cannon rushed here. So out in the middle of the open here with no support for anybody on the ground, it is just going to be Phoenix versus Phoenix Carrier with Mothership support. Oh, Mothership for Genix taken down immediately. Does he have enough? He wants to take out those interceptors first of all. And does he manage to get them? He kind of does. And then the recall back home from the Barcode. Where did he go? It looks like he went to his 4th. He went to his 4th base. The Phoenix do see them. Did I just zoom? I could just... Actually, does that work? Oh, it does work. Shift-C. Had no idea. All right, so we're looking at a bigger picture now. Barcode with his carriers. Genix with his Phoenix. Just picking off probes at this 5th base. No gold mining for you, is what Genix says. And I don't... 187 to 163 total supply here. Okay, Genix has now finally decided I need some carriers of my own. This is not working super duper well for me, so I need some of those. Some of them carriers. And he's making 5 at a time, and here we go. Phoenix on top of Phoenix Violence. Interceptors just clearing out everything they possibly can, which includes ground stuff as well, which makes them a little bit better than Phoenix in that situation. Trying to push out his Barcode. He says, you know what, I'm tired of playing defense. Let's move. Let's go kill a base. We've got the DPS to do it, and here we go. Phoenix versus Phoenix chasing everything down here, not allowing this to end, and now his Barcode right on top of Genix's Phoenix. Is it gonna be enough? No, Genix just lost his entire group. Suddenly it's 177 to 88 total supply, and that's a good game. Well played, man, out of Genix. Genix is defeated, and Barcode is victorious. Whoa. Whoa, 22 minutes, and it all comes down to that one Phoenix press. Barcode says, you know what? You know what? I can do this. And he pushed right on top of Genix's Phoenix, did not let them run, did not care that he was flying over cannon support on the ground. Just absolutely destroyed it. 135 Phoenix lost for Genix in that game. Resources lost overall, definitely showing the tail here. 23,000 lost for Barcode, but a total of 38,000 lost for Genix. It's just a lot of Phoenix. Yes, they did well against the interceptors, but not as well as you might think. Yeesh. All right, so good unorthodox edition of Legacy of the Void PvP. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, because that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.